Hey everybody, here's Bela. Hi Bela. He wants attention, but it's time for a workout. Yeah, yeah. You sniff? Yeah. He wants to sit on my lap, but there's no room. Let's get to work. Oi! Got another huge, huge 5 mile day, and was burrito night, and I lost my little Bluetooth fob for the phone for like 4 hours, and then I like found it in the place I keep it safe. So I was like, what's wrong with me? How do I lose something in the place where it's supposed to be? And then just look there like a fifth time and be like, it's right there. I mean, it's like red and white, and I guess it's black on the back, so maybe I kept looking for the red and white, and it was like kind of sitting at an angle where all I could see was the black. Frustrating stuff. Let's just kick back here for like a minute and relax here. Brutal. When I went for a walk late last night because I needed to split my walks up, so I had to do a catch-up walk late in the night, and I thought, like, is there something in my shoe? It doesn't really feel too bad, but then I got home and I was like, did I get a blister? And I took my shoe off and socks and was like, yeah, pretty decent sized blister here. What the fuck? Now, I'm a like pop 'em, drain 'em kind of guy. I know a lot of like tips and advice out there says like, don't pop them, but I always like pop them and clean them and then wrap them up in like little Band-Aid wrap and keep it clean. And I find that they heal just so much faster for me, and it's so much more comfortable, particularly if you got one like on the bottom of your foot. And the next day, I was like, it's not quite all the way drained and stuff as I thought. So I cleaned it up again and got my shoes on and went for a walk. And like I was like, it's a little tender, but about a mile into it, I was like, yep, no problem. So I go about 4 miles, and I'm like, foot's starting to bother me. And then you know how you start walking a little funny, like, oh, my foot hurts, so I'm gonna kind of like get off it. I'm gonna kind of launch off it. Without about a mile left to go home. And by the time I get home, I'm like, God, what's wrong with my like fucking foot? Well, I know what's wrong with it, but I'm like, my goddamn leg is like bothering me because I can't walk normally. Hey, buddy, what's up, buddy? I got in and looked, and the blister had like refilled. I was like, son of a bitch. Yes, you're the boss. You already had a whole can of food. This cat wants me to like give him a can of food, keep it fresh, keep stirring it around, and if he had his way, I would literally have to like spoon out and put the food like in his mouth. Like, see, he's like, "Whoa, are you gonna do it?" He thinks it's happening. Watch out, boy. I think we've had Zathras on the stream a lot, but we haven't had Bela on that much. I know you want attention. I gotta do 2 reps of 2 exercises, and then we're out of here. I gotta sit up for these though. Make sure I'm doing them right. Wednesday was an interesting day at PT because I had to go in at a time I'm not usually used to, and I had a feeling, I had a good stuttery feeling that I might not have my normal therapist and stuff, and she was there, but she was like, "Can I have you do exercises with the other gal?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Especially, I don't think we have any more of them scheduled at that odd time, so I'm like, "Come on, man, you can put up with this," And I did it. And the other therapist is way more chatty, and I'm a motherfucking talking guy. Like, if we click just right and we can just talk about bullshit, I will talk about bullshit. And it was kind of starting up. It's a little frustrating to me because like I like to do, when I'm on my walk, I like to do these shoulder shrugs. Normally these are kind of like a push up on a wall, but when I'm doing them on the walk, I'm just doing them like free form. And I wanted to ask the therapist, what she thought about that. Was I doing anything damaging? Was I overextending myself? So I kept trying to ask her that, but she kept thinking I was asking if I could do that instead of the ones on the wall. I'm like, no, I still do the wall push-ups, but I'd like to also be able to do these if that's okay, because I feel a benefit. Like in the end, I'm very tempted to go down what could be sort of a dangerous path, which is that I'm going to keep doing them anyway because I feel better when I do them. I don't think we've really run into anything like this in the course of the PT, where I'm like, I want to do this extra stretch or exercise, and when I asked, it was like explicitly like, don't, and I'm like, so I'm trying not to do them, but I really was feeling a decent little benefit to doing them. I was even if it was just like a stretch. So I really don't know what to say about that. I'm gonna ask her again on Monday. Say like, okay, I've been doing them like you asked, but I'd like to do these the way I also in addition to that. It's just hard because she had already moved on to another patient, and it's not like I interrupted that patient, but she was like, "You have any questions before you go?" And I said, "Yes, I have this question." And she's like, "No, don't do that." And I'm like, I mean, maybe the snap answer is like that correct. She's like, just don't do anything I don't tell you to do. Only do what I tell you to do instead of a double negative. So, haven't really been jonesing to record any stream stuff. Cray and I have been just kind of plugging away through Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain a bunch, but we didn't really like consider recording it, so we were just having a good kind of chill time doing it. And he's got a lot of overtime going from now through the weekend, so we're just it's just like the normal recording stream pattern is really getting disrupted. Thank God for these videos in some way. I don't know if these videos scratch the itch and then I don't feel as strongly pressured to record stuff for the channel. Hello, buddy. He loves to just stick his nose like, just like burrow in there. Good boy. I'm gonna get you up on the big screen before we wrap this up. But yeah, I'd like to do some better stuff. Put up some more recordings of games and stuff. A little more than this like freeform silliness we've been doing. Yeah, you just want to sit on my lap, don't you? Yeah. You want to sit on the giant pillow fortress? All right, I'm going to set up Bela's giant pillow fortress, and we'll catch you guys on the weekend.